So you just bought yourself a brand new camera, and two things come to mind. One, you think, well, this camera takes really good pictures. And number two, you come to find out you really like taking pictures. In fact, you love taking pictures. You love taking pictures so much now you want to give your hand at photography. So what do? You go online and you look up different genres of photography, and you discover landscape photography, and it sparks your interest because you realize that you really like being outdoors, and you would love to utilize this newly found talent of yours to take pictures of the beautiful things you see when you're out there. So you go online like the most of us, and you look up different landscape or nature photographers, and you're discouraged. You're discouraged because you see some of the beautiful images that they take, whether it's of beautiful bald eagles or wonderful snow-peaked mountains, and you come to realize that you don't live near any of those locations, and you become discouraged. Well, my friends, if that's your dilemma, then perhaps this channel is for you. Hi friends, my name is George, nature and wildlife photographer, and I too struggle with the same dilemma that you're going through right now, and that is the reality of not living near any of those locations that you see other photographers having an opportunity to shoot. And as a result, I became very discouraged, and I almost decided to change the genres of photography that I wanted to partake in. But then I discovered a technique, or I should say a philosophy, that helped change the way that I approach photography, that made it both enjoyable for myself, and then also it increased my chances of producing really good images. And that is the idea of capturing beautiful images right in your own backyard. That's right, folks. There is beauty to be found right in your own backyard. It's just a matter of changing your perspective on how you're going to capture photography, and then applying it to your own personal craft. And in doing so, you'll walk away with some very good images that you're pleased with. And most importantly, a very wonderful experience while you're out there just exploring the areas in which you want to capture. And that is what photography is all about. It is not just about coming back with a wonderful image, but enjoying the process by which you're able to capture images. So I have an example right here of how I applied that philosophy into my own personal photography endeavor. And I was able to, number one, experience a wonderful opportunity to enjoy nature, and number two, walk away with a really good image. So let me walk you through what I did in order to capture this wonderful image. So this particular image that we're going to look at is of a beautiful lighthouse that is located in one of Detroit's wonderful parks. And if you're from the area, then you're quite familiar with this lighthouse. It's a very popular lighthouse. Many people go there to fish and to just sightsee. It's a very family-friendly environment. And many people have seen this lighthouse, and it's been captured by many photographers. And I wanted to add this particular lighthouse to my portfolio, but I wanted to do it in a way that was unique compared to how the other photographers took it. So what did I do? I looked at the weather forecast, and I deliberately wanted to find this particular lighthouse in the conditions of a stormy day. Now, if you ever drove home or looked at the weather forecast, you notice that when it's getting ready to storm, the clouds take upon this very dramatic look. And I thought that type of a backdrop would make for a good image for this particular lighthouse, because on any given day, this lighthouse, as wonderful as it is, it's kind of boring. It's not a very exciting image. So I waited for a day for it to storm, and I was fortunate enough to catch this beautiful image during a very dramatic, stormy environment. So let's take a good look at it. Well, first thing you will notice is the lighthouse, because that is the subject of this particular photo. But another thing that you will notice that really adds beauty and interest to this image, and it is the clouds. And that's what I was going for, the deep, dramatic clouds to add to the scene. You will see that we have some of the gray clouds, which you would expect for a stormy day. And you see that in the background, and on both sides, but more in particular, you'll see some of the white fluffy clouds that are mixed with the gray clouds. So you have a lot of different textures within the sky. But then you also have a little bit of the beautiful blue sky peeking in between the clouds. So you just have a smorgasbord of colors within the sky. But then I was fortunate enough to be able to capture a rainbow way off in the distance. And that was just an extra treat that I wasn't expecting, that just added beauty and interest to the image. So all in all, you walked away with a very beautiful image that I didn't have to drive far to go experience. And it was something I was in my own backyard. And as a result, I walked away with a very beautiful image. And I'm encouraging you to do the same thing. Go to a location that's popular, that you've gone to on numerous of occasions, and take a picture of it. Then come back home and see if there's a way that you can improve upon that image. See if you can go during a certain time of the day, maybe when the sun is rising or setting, or go when it's raining or storming, or just look for different conditions in which you can take that image. And I guarantee you that if you do, you will walk away with a very wonderful surprise in how you were able to capture that particular location in a very beautiful light. This particular lighthouse I shot on different occasions. So this was not my first time shooting this image of this location, but on this particular day, I was able to walk away with a very pleasing image as I was able to capture under these conditions. So my encouragement to you is to look for beauty right in your own backyard. It's there. You just have to be consistent, and you have to just have an eye, develop an eye to be able to look for the beauty of the things that's right in your own backyard. Now, if this content was of any encouragement to you, then I will ask that you will smash that like button and subscribe, because we look forward to putting out additional content on a regular basis with the attempts to be able to encourage you, photographers, in capturing images in your own backyard and just finding the beauty that lies right up under your nose. Well, you guys take care, and I'll see you on the next episode of Tea with G Photography. This is good stuff.